figure I'll just make a string of videos here, a couple more videos maybe. Um, just and I'll go out into town and upload all these. And anyways, I wanted to make this video, one more video, and this is about how to implement a universal basic income system. So you have a government issued debit card, right? And first of all, a universal basic income can only work if we have a worldwide governing body. So otherwise, wherever you implement universal basic income, you're going to have a massive influx of immigrants into that country or those countries in which implement the policy if we do not do it universally around the whole earth. Okay, so you have to do it throughout the whole earth. That's very important. So, but after that, you can have a government issued debit card, and you could take the card, and if you use the money, your universal basic income on the government issued debit card, then it's like a cryptocurrency too, and it can't be bought into. So that's the beauty of it. But if you use the money on the card, you can go swipe it, and if you don't pull the cash out, which you can still do, you can pull cash out because we're just incentivizing a cash-free economy without actually forcing a cash-free economy, which is what this entire thing should be built around. We should still maintain cash, but we incentivize cash free through universal basic income being tax free if used on the card. So what you do is you make it to where if you use it, it's tax free. So that makes people want to use it in the stores, right? So they get that deletes the stigma behind universal basic income, kind of, and basically helps it out. And so what you do, and you also make it to where big companies can't just come in with large amounts of money and buy into it like you can with Bitcoin. Like, say for instance, you got a bunch of money, you just want to go buy a bunch of Bitcoin, you can go just buy it straight up. You can go straight to Bitcoin and buy it. Well, this would be a government issued policy. It's more socialist type deal, but ultimately you'd be able to take the companies won't be able to come in and just buy huge amounts of money. If they want to get this currency that's going to constantly gain value, because how I fundamentally set this up is you set it off of population density. So how much population there is versus how much say a population, and then you have technological advancement. So like the more that we automate, so the more automation that we make, and the more we should incentivize automation, because we should be, if you're doing your job right, you should be automating your job all the time. I've automated away my positions in companies I worked for multiple times, and basically just eliminated the need for me to be there at all. And that's what all good employees should be doing all the time. We should be constantly trying to eliminate your position. But as we do that, we should fundamentally build towards universal basic income. So first it starts off real low. We start universal basic income off at a really, really low level for everyone, maybe $100 a month, just basic food supplementation, basically, and or whatever you want to use it for. It doesn't matter. That's the beauty of it. You get rid of the bureaucracy, all the bullshit, you cut all the red tape, and you give it to everyone, and it's just easier that way. And then as we start to automate more and more, that it's based, the UBI will be based off the population density, and because you're getting free money, you're going to participate in the census more, whereas a lot of people don't participate in the census. Well, this will, if you were going to get your money, you're going to participate in the census because it's going to be tied to it. So you'll be able to basically, and as the population goes up, the value of the UBI is attached to population, so it'll adjust itself for increasing population or decreasing population. So it can adapt to both sides, and it's based off of total automation. So because as communism and like all these policies don't work in a world where we don't have automation, where like back in the olden days, capitalism was the creme de la creme because it was the best functioning system, because it worked, because the the jobs haven't been automated away, and people had the ability to make money, and it works. But as we automate away positions, we destroy the value of the people in the market to buy goods and services in the market, which destroys the value of the people at the top. So if we don't work together, if we don't help out the bottom population as we automate away their jobs and completely erase the entire economy, then people are going to be in dire straits. And not only the people at the bottom, but the people at the top, the whole system's going to collapse. The whole thing's going to fall apart. And because of automation, because capitalism always gets the best bang for its buck. It always pursues the best possible financial return, which was NAFTA in the 90s for shipping the jobs off to China. And now in the new day and age, it's automation. It's artificial intelligence, it's robotics, it's making, you look at an Amazon facility, it's fully autonomous, and they're making stuff as autonomous as possible. Getting rid of as much humans as possible is the ultimate goal, and that's going to diminish your value to participate in the economy, which is going to hurt the entire economy as a whole unless we help out the basic low population. So it's inevitable. It is 100% a fundamental evil that we must deal with, and we must balance the scales properly. And that's why if you base it off of population density and automation amount, we can get an accurate number. And if we have it on a cryptocurrency that can't be fundamentally bought into, if you want to get it, you have to convince the people who have it, which as the more they save it, the more it gains value. So if you can afford to save it, you can gain value, and you could be like a long-term savings plan as well as a universal basic income. So it's an income and savings plan, basically, if you're willing to save it, and you're frugal with your money and you're smart. And we should train people to be more frugal and promote less consumerism and all that, because it's a God eat God world. It matters not what you consume here. You can be vegetarian, vegan, all the trees, everything is all part of singularity. Everything is part of the Big Bang. So because all of it's part of the Big Bang, you're part of the Big Bang, it's all one. Everything is one. So it doesn't matter what you consume. You could eat dirt. You could consume the sunlight. If you don't eat whatever you do, you are consuming God. This is a God eat God world, or you're going to be consumed by God. And that's just the facts of the world you live in. So it really matters not. But ultimately, that's pretty much that. And to have a universal basic income is going to be, and doing the proper implementation, and also it'll adjust for inflation as well. I mean, obviously you adjust for inflation because that's just a necessity. But ultimately, when it's cash-free, when it's mostly cash-free, it's going to be a lot easier to adjust for inflation because it's just moving zeros. Or, the reason why we don't like inflation is because it hurts the people at the top, not the people at the bottom, because most people don't have any money saved up. Most people can't afford an unexpected $500 expense. So if they can't afford that, they don't have any money saved up. And so what difference does it make if the inflation goes up? Unless the pay, which it will, the pay's not going to go up either. The pay never goes up to match inflation. That's a pipe dream. It never happens. And that's pretty much that. So anyways, I'm interested to see what y'all have to say in the comment section, because I love interacting with people who watch my channel. And anyone who's new here, I hope you hit the subscribe button. If you don't, well, screw you, because you're not worthy of this channel. And to all my subscribers, I love you all, and I hope you all have a glorious, magnificent, wonderful, beautiful, awesome, amazing, incredible day. Leave me some interaction in the comment section down there. Yeah. Anyways, talk to you all later. Love you all. Bye.